polar,
ケ種の、
polar,
ケ種の、
polar,
ケ種の、
relating to or having opposite extremes or poles. Relating to or having opposite extremes or poles. The two opinions were completely polar opposites. The two opinions were completely polar opposites.
その2つの意見は完全に正反対だった。
Livestock,
家畜、
livestock,
家畜、
livestock.
家畜、
Farm animals raised for use or profit. Farm animals raised for use or profit. The farmer tends to his livestock every morning. The farmer tends to his livestock every morning.
農家は毎朝、家畜の世話をします。
Seldom,
めったに、
seldom,
めったに、
seldom.
めったに、
Rarely, not often. Rarely, not often. He seldom eats breakfast in the morning. He seldom eats breakfast in the morning.
彼は朝食をめったに取らない。
Reiterate,
繰り返す、
reiterate,
繰り返す、
reiterate.
繰り返す。
To say or do something again or repeatedly. To say or do something again or repeatedly. I will reiterate my point. I will reiterate my point.
もう一度、私の主張を繰り返します。
Accessible,
利用しやすい、
accessible,
利用しやすい、
accessible.
利用しやすい。
Easy to use, reach, or obtain. Easy to use, reach, or obtain. The library is accessible to everyone. The library is accessible to everyone.
その図書館は誰でも利用しやすい。
Tutor,
家庭教師、
tutor,
家庭教師、
tutor.
家庭教師。
A private teacher who instructs students individually. A private teacher who instructs students individually. She hired a tutor to help with math. She hired a tutor to help with math.
数学の勉強を手伝ってもらうために家庭教師を雇った。
Downpour,
大雨、
downpour,
大雨、
downpour.
大雨。
A heavy rainfall, a sudden intense rainstorm. A heavy rainfall, a sudden intense rainstorm. We got caught in a sudden downpour yesterday. We got caught in a sudden downpour yesterday.
昨日、突然の大雨にあった。
Incompromising,
妥協しない、
incompromising,
妥協しない、
incompromising.
妥協しない。
Refusing to change or give in, firm and unwavering. Refusing to change or give in, firm and unwavering. She has an uncompromising attitude toward quality. She has an uncompromising attitude toward quality.
彼女は品質に対して妥協しない姿勢を持っている。
Dump,
投棄する、
dump,
投棄する、
dump.
投棄する。
To discard or get rid of something unwanted. To discard or get rid of something unwanted. He dumped the trash in the bin. He dumped the trash in the bin.
彼はゴミをゴミ箱に捨てた。
Shopkeeper,
店主、
shopkeeper,
店主、
shopkeeper.
店主。
A person who owns or manages a store. A person who owns or manages a store. The shopkeeper greeted me with a smile. The shopkeeper greeted me with a smile.
店主は笑顔で挨拶してくれた。
Acronym,
当時語、
acronym,
当時語、
acronym.
当時語。
A word formed from the initial letters of other words. A word formed from the initial letters of other words. NASA is a well-known acronym. NASA is a well-known acronym.
NASA は有名な当時語です。
Arctic,
北極の、
Arctic,
北極の、
Arctic.
北極の。
Relating to the North Pole or the region around it. Relating to the North Pole or the region around it. Polar bears live in the Arctic region. Polar bears live in the Arctic region.
白熊は北極地方に生息している。
Herring,
ニシン、
herring,
ニシン、
herring.
ニシン。
A small silvery fish found in northern seas. A small silvery fish found in northern seas. He bought fresh herring at the market. He bought fresh herring at the market.
彼は市場で新鮮なニシンを買った。
Hormone.
ホルモン、
Hormone.
ホルモン、
Hormone.
ホルモン。
A chemical substance that regulates bodily functions. A chemical substance that regulates bodily functions. Exercise can help regulate hormone levels. Exercise can help regulate hormone levels.
運動はホルモンバランスを整えるのに役立つ。
Captive.
捕虜、
Captive.
捕虜、
Captive.
捕虜。
A person taken prisoner, especially in war. A person taken prisoner, especially in war. The soldiers took the enemy captive. The soldiers took the enemy captive.
兵士たちは敵を捕虜にした。
Oxygen.
酸素、
Oxygen.
酸素、
Oxygen.
酸素。
A colorless, odorless gas essential for life and combustion. A colorless, odorless gas essential for life and combustion. Plants produce oxygen during photosynthesis. Plants produce oxygen during photosynthesis.
植物は光合成の際に酸素を生み出します。
Chant.
詠唱する、
Chant.
詠唱する、
Chant.
詠唱する。
To recite or sing in a rhythmic, repetitive manner. To recite or sing in a rhythmic, repetitive manner. The monks chant quietly in the temple. The monks chant quietly in the temple.
僧たちは寺で静かに詠唱する。
Tap.
蛇口、
Tap.
蛇口、
Tap.
蛇口。
A device controlling the flow of liquid from a pipe. A device controlling the flow of liquid from a pipe. Please turn off the tap when you finish. Please turn off the tap when you finish.
使い終わったら蛇口を閉めてください。
Decouple.
切り離す、
Decouple.
切り離す、
Decouple.
切り離す。
To separate or disconnect things that were joined. To separate or disconnect things that were joined. The company decided to decouple the two projects. The company decided to decouple the two projects.
その会社は2つのプロジェクトを切り離すことを決めた。
Historical.
歴史的な、
Historical.
歴史的な、
Historical.
歴史的な。
Relating to or concerning past events. Relating to or concerning past events. The museum displays many historical artifacts. The museum displays many historical artifacts.
その博物館には多くの歴史的な遺物が展示されています。
Peril.
危険、
Peril.
危険、
Peril.
危険。
Serious and immediate danger. Serious and immediate danger. The hikers faced great peril on the mountain. The hikers faced great peril on the mountain.
登山者たちは山で大きな危険に直面した。
Criminal.
犯罪者、
Criminal.
犯罪者、
Criminal.
犯罪者。
A person who commits a crime. A person who commits a crime. The criminal stole a car yesterday. The criminal stole a car yesterday.
その犯罪者は昨日車を盗んだ。
Practically.
実質的に、
Practically.
実質的に、
Practically.
実質的に。
In effect, virtually, almost completely. In effect, virtually, almost completely. He practically finished the project by himself. He practically finished the project by himself.
彼は実質的に一人でそのプロジェクトを仕上げた。
Authority.
権威、
Authority.
権威、
Authority.
権威。
The power or right to give orders and enforce rules. The power or right to give orders and enforce rules. The teacher has authority in the classroom. The teacher has authority in the classroom.
先生は教室で権威を持っている。
Incapable.
できない、
Incapable.
できない、
Incapable.
できない。
Not able to do something, lacking the ability. Not able to do something, lacking the ability. The baby is incapable of walking yet. The baby is incapable of walking yet.
その赤ちゃんはまだ歩けません。
Guard.
護衛、
Guard.
護衛、
Guard.
護衛。
A person who protects or defends someone or something. A person who protects or defends someone or something. The security guard checks everyone at the entrance. The security guard checks everyone at the entrance.
警備員が入り口で全員をチェックする。
Composition.
作文、
Composition.
作文、
Composition.
作文。
A written piece of work, especially for school. A written piece of work, especially for school. Her composition won first prize in school. Her composition won first prize in school.
彼女の作文が学校で一等賞を取った。
Inhibit.
抑制する、
Inhibit.
抑制する、
Inhibit.
抑制する。
To restrain, hold back, or prevent an action or process. To restrain, hold back, or prevent an action or process. Lack of sleep can inhibit your performance. Lack of sleep can inhibit your performance.
睡眠不足は能力を低下させる。
Osteopath.
整骨院、
Osteopath.
整骨院、
Osteopath.
整骨院。
A doctor who treats bone and muscle disorders. A doctor who treats bone and muscle disorders. My osteopath fixed my back pain. My osteopath fixed my back pain.
整骨院が腰痛を治してくれた。
Elaborate.
詳細な、
Elaborate.
詳細な、
Elaborate.
詳細な。
Containing many carefully arranged details, thorough. Containing many carefully arranged details, thorough. She gave an elaborate explanation in class. She gave an elaborate explanation in class.
彼女は授業で詳しい説明をした。
Sacrifice.
犠牲、
Sacrifice.
犠牲、
Sacrifice.
犠牲。
The act of giving up something valuable for a greater purpose. The act of giving up something valuable for a greater purpose. She made a sacrifice for her family. She made a sacrifice for her family.
彼女は家族のために犠牲を払った。
Hydrogen.
水素、
Hydrogen.
水素、
Hydrogen.
水素。
A colorless, odorless gas, the lightest chemical element. A colorless, odorless gas, the lightest chemical element. Water contains hydrogen and oxygen. Water contains hydrogen and oxygen.
水には水素と酸素が含まれている。
Grateful.
ありがたい、
Grateful.
ありがたい、
Grateful.
ありがたい。
Feeling or showing thanks for kindness or benefits received. Feeling or showing thanks for kindness or benefits received. I am grateful for your help. I am grateful for your help.
お手伝いいただき、ありがたく思います。
Sprawl.
広がる、
Sprawl.
広がる、
Sprawl.
広がる。
To spread out over a large area in an untidy way. To spread out over a large area in an untidy way. The city began to sprawl rapidly. The city began to sprawl rapidly.
その町は急速に広がり始めた。
Wedge.
くさび、くさび、
Wedge.
くさび、くさび、
Wedge.
くさび、くさび。
A triangular piece used to split or hold things in place. A triangular piece used to split or hold things in place. She used a wedge to keep the door open. She used a wedge to keep the door open.
彼女はドアを開けたままにしておくためにくさびを使った。
Bead.
玉、
Bead.
玉、
Bead.
玉。
A small round object, often with a hole for threading. A small round object, often with a hole for threading. She found a tiny bead on the floor. She found a tiny bead on the floor.
床に小さなビーズを見つけた。
Satisfaction.
満足、
Satisfaction.
満足、
Satisfaction.
満足。
A feeling of contentment or fulfillment. A feeling of contentment or fulfillment. Finishing the project gave her great satisfaction. Finishing the project gave her great satisfaction.
そのプロジェクトを完成させて、彼女はとても満足した。
Viscous.
粘り気のある。
Viscous.
粘り気のある。
Viscous.
粘り気のある。
Thick and sticky, not flowing easily. Thick and sticky, not flowing easily. Honey becomes more viscous when cooled. Honey becomes more viscous when cooled.
冷やすと、蜂蜜は粘り気が増す。
Ethnic.
民族的。
Ethnic.
民族的。
Ethnic.
民族的。
Relating to a shared, cultural or national identity. Relating to a shared, cultural or national identity. The city has many ethnic restaurants. The city has many ethnic restaurants.
その町には民族料理店がたくさんある。
Cupboard.
戸棚。
Cupboard.
戸棚。
Cupboard.
戸棚。
A storage space with shelves and doors. A storage space with shelves and doors. She put the plates in the cupboard. She put the plates in the cupboard.
彼女はお皿を戸棚にしまった。
Or.
鉱石。
Or.
鉱石。
Or.
鉱石。
A natural rock or mineral containing valuable metal. A natural rock or mineral containing valuable metal. The miners extracted ore from the mountain. The miners extracted ore from the mountain.
鉱夫たちは山から鉱石を採掘した。
Taxonomy.
分類学。
Taxonomy.
分類学。
Taxonomy.
分類学。
The science of classifying organisms into groups. The science of classifying organisms into groups. Scientists use taxonomy to classify living organisms. Scientists use taxonomy to classify living organisms.
科学者は生物を分類するために分類学を用いる。
Microscope.
顕微鏡。
Microscope.
顕微鏡。
Microscope.
顕微鏡。
An optical instrument used to view very small objects. An optical instrument used to view very small objects. She examined the cells under a microscope. She examined the cells under a microscope.
彼女は顕微鏡で細胞を調べた。
Swap.
交換する。
Swap.
交換する。
Swap.
交換する。
To exchange one thing for another. To exchange one thing for another. I want to swap my book for yours. I want to swap my book for yours.
君の本と私の本を交換したい。
Managerial.
管理的な。
Managerial.
管理的な。
Managerial.
管理的な。
Relating to the control or supervision of work or people. Relating to the control or supervision of work or people. She handles managerial tasks at her new job. She handles managerial tasks at her new job.
彼女は新しい仕事で管理業務を担当している。
Pitch.
投げる。
Pitch.
投げる。
Pitch.
投げる。
To throw a ball toward a batter or target. To throw a ball toward a batter or target. He pitched the ball perfectly. He pitched the ball perfectly.
彼は完璧な投球をした。
Import.
輸入する。
Import.
輸入する。
Import.
輸入する。
To bring goods or services into a country from abroad. To bring goods or services into a country from abroad. We import coffee from Brazil every month. We import coffee from Brazil every month.
毎月、ブラジルからコーヒーを輸入しています。
Reinforce.
強化する。
Reinforce.
強化する。
Reinforce.
強化する。
To strengthen or make something stronger. To strengthen or make something stronger. The teacher used videos to reinforce the lesson. The teacher used videos to reinforce the lesson.
先生は授業の内容を強化するために動画を使った。
Forecast.
予測する。
Forecast.
予測する。
Forecast.
予測する。
To predict or estimate a future event or trend. To predict or estimate a future event or trend. The weather forecast predicts rain tomorrow. The weather forecast predicts rain tomorrow.
明日は雨が降ると天気予報が出ている。
Morale.
士気。
Morale.
士気。
Morale.
士気。
The confidence, enthusiasm, and discipline of a group or individual. The confidence, enthusiasm, and discipline of a group or individual. The team's morale was high after winning. The team's morale was high after winning.
チームの士気は勝利後に高まっていた。
Mainstream.
主流。
Mainstream.
主流。
Mainstream.
主流。
The most widely accepted or dominant trend, idea, or group. The most widely accepted or dominant trend, idea, or group. Pop music is popular in the mainstream culture. Pop music is popular in the mainstream culture.
ポップミュージックは主流の文化で人気がある。
Considerably.
大幅に。
Considerably.
大幅に。
Considerably.
大幅に。
To a great extent or degree, significantly. To a great extent or degree, significantly. The price dropped considerably last month. The price dropped considerably last month.
先月、価格が大幅に下がった。
Archive.
アーカイブ。
Archive.
アーカイブ。
Archive.
アーカイブ。
A collection of records or documents preserved for future reference. A collection of records or documents preserved for future reference. I archive important documents every month. I archive important documents every month.
重要な書類は毎月アーカイブしています。
Sewage.
下水。
Sewage.
下水。
Sewage.
下水。
Wastewater and waste matter carried in drains. Wastewater and waste matter carried in drains. The city cleaned the sewage pipes yesterday. The city cleaned the sewage pipes yesterday.
昨日、市は下水管を掃除した。
Boulder.
巨石。
Boulder.
巨石。
Boulder.
巨石。
A large rounded rock. A large rounded rock. The hiker climbed over the large boulder. The hiker climbed over the large boulder.
そのハイカーは大きな岩を乗り越えた。
Demanding.
厳しい。
Demanding.
厳しい。
Demanding.
厳しい。
Requiring much effort or strict standards, hard to satisfy. Requiring much effort or strict standards, hard to satisfy. The teacher gave us a demanding homework assignment. The teacher gave us a demanding homework assignment.
先生は厳しい課題を出した。
Fault.
過失。
Fault.
過失。
Fault.
過失。
A mistake or error for which someone is responsible. A mistake or error for which someone is responsible. It was my fault for being late. It was my fault for being late.
遅れたのは私の過失です。
Maximize.
最大化する。
Maximize.
最大化する。
Maximize.
最大化する。
To make as large or great as possible. To make as large or great as possible. We need to maximize our study time. We need to maximize our study time.
勉強の時間を最大限に生かす必要がある。
Incidentally.
ところで。
Incidentally.
ところで。
Incidentally.
ところで。
By the way, used to introduce a side topic. By the way, used to introduce a side topic. Incidentally, I saw your friend yesterday. Incidentally, I saw your friend yesterday.
ところで、昨日あなたの友達に会ったよ。
Aquaculture.
養殖。
Aquaculture.
養殖。
Aquaculture.
養殖。
The farming of aquatic plants and animals. The farming of aquatic plants and animals. Fish farms use aquaculture to grow seafood. Fish farms use aquaculture to grow seafood.
養殖場では魚介類を育てるために養殖を行っています。
Bronchitis.
気管支炎
bronchitis,
気管支炎
bronchitis,
気管支炎
inflammation of the bronchial tubes in the lungs, inflammation of the bronchial tubes in the lungs. My cousin has bronchitis and needs rest. My cousin has bronchitis and needs rest.
いとこが気管支炎で休養が必要です。
exchange,
交換する
exchange,
交換する
exchange,
交換する
to give something and receive something else in return. To give something and receive something else in return. They exchanged gifts at the party. They exchanged gifts at the party.
彼らはパーティーで贈り物を交換した。
certificate,
証明書
certificate,
証明書
certificate.
証明書
An official document that proves or confirms something. An official document that proves or confirms something. She received a certificate for completing the course. She received a certificate for completing the course.
彼女はその講座を修了した証明書を受け取った。
govern,
収める
govern,
収める
govern.
収める
To rule or control a country, region, or group of people. To rule or control a country, region, or group of people. The president governs the country effectively. The president governs the country effectively.
大統領はその国を効果的に治めている。
huge,
巨大な
huge,
巨大な
huge.
巨大な
Extremely large in size or amount. Extremely large in size or amount. The elephant was huge compared to the dog. The elephant was huge compared to the dog.
犬と比べてその象は巨大だった。
inflict,
与える
inflict,
与える
inflict.
与える
To cause something unpleasant or harmful to be suffered. To cause something unpleasant or harmful to be suffered. He didn't want to inflict pain on anyone. He didn't want to inflict pain on anyone.
彼は誰にも苦痛を与えたくなかった。
preferable,
望ましい
preferable,
望ましい
preferable.
望ましい
More desirable or suitable, better. More desirable or suitable, better. A quiet study environment is preferable. A quiet study environment is preferable.
静かな学習環境が望ましい。
Remind,
思い出させる
remind,
思い出させる
remind.
思い出させる
To cause someone to remember something. To cause someone to remember something. Please remind me to call mom later. Please remind me to call mom later.
後で母に電話するよう私に言ってください。
Inferential,
推論の
inferential,
推論の
inferential.
推論の
Relating to or based on reasoning from evidence. Relating to or based on reasoning from evidence. She made an inferential leap in her argument. She made an inferential leap in her argument.
彼女は議論の中で推論的な飛躍をした。
Ingredient,
材料
ingredient,
材料
ingredient.
材料
A component or substance used in making something, especially food. A component or substance used in making something, especially food. Flour is the main ingredient in bread. Flour is the main ingredient in bread.
小麦粉はパンの主な材料です。
Cheerful,
陽気な
cheerful,
陽気な
cheerful.
陽気な
Happy and lively in a way that spreads joy. Happy and lively in a way that spreads joy. The cheerful girl brightened the room. The cheerful girl brightened the room.
陽気な少女が部屋を明るくした。
Skew,
歪める
skew,
歪める
skew.
歪める
To distort or change something from its true meaning or shape. To distort or change something from its true meaning or shape. The data might skew the final results. The data might skew the final results.
そのデータは 最終的な結果を歪める可能性がある。
instrumental,
重要な、
instrumental,
重要な、
instrumental,
重要な、
essential or highly important in achieving something, essential or highly important in achieving something. Her advice was instrumental in my success. Her advice was instrumental in my success.
彼女の助言が私の成功に大きく役立った。
consensus,
合意、
consensus,
合意、
consensus,
合意、
general agreement among a group, general agreement among a group. The team reached a consensus quickly. The team reached a consensus quickly.
チームはすぐに合意に達した。
unpleasant,
不快な、
unpleasant,
不快な、
unpleasant,
不快な、
causing discomfort or dislike, disagreeable, causing discomfort or dislike, disagreeable. The smell in the room was unpleasant. The smell in the room was unpleasant.
その部屋の匂いは不快だった。
instruction,
指示、
instruction,
指示、
instruction,
指示、
a direction or order given to someone, a direction or order given to someone. Follow the teacher's instructions carefully. Follow the teacher's instructions carefully.
先生の指示にしっかり従いなさい。
selfish,
利己的な、
selfish,
利己的な、
selfish,
利己的な、
concerned only with one's own desires, inconsiderate of others. Concerned only with one's own desires, inconsiderate of others. He refused to share the last piece, acting selfishly. He refused to share the last piece, acting selfishly.
最後の一切れを分けようとせず、わがままを通した。
tranquility,
静けさ、
tranquility,
静けさ、
tranquility.
静けさ、
A state of calmness and quiet, peacefulness. A state of calmness and quiet, peacefulness. The lake brought me peace and tranquility. The lake brought me peace and tranquility.
湖は私に安らぎと静けさをもたらした。
cripple,
障害者、
cripple,
障害者、
cripple.
障害者、
A person with a severe physical disability. A person with a severe physical disability. The accident could leave him crippled. The accident could leave him crippled.
その事故で彼は歩けなくなるかもしれない。
ease,
楽さ、
ease,
楽さ、
ease.
楽さ、
A state of comfort or lack of difficulty. A state of comfort or lack of difficulty. She completed the task with ease. She completed the task with ease.
彼女はその仕事を楽々とこなした。
overtake,
追い越す、
overtake,
追い越す、
overtake.
追い越す、
To pass or go ahead of someone or something moving in the same direction. To pass or go ahead of someone or something moving in the same direction. The car tried to overtake the truck. The car tried to overtake the truck.
その車はトラックを追い越そうとした。
hibernate,
冬眠する、
hibernate,
冬眠する、
hibernate.
冬眠する。
To spend the winter in a dormant state. To spend the winter in a dormant state. Bears hibernate during the cold winter months. Bears hibernate during the cold winter months.
熊は寒い冬の間、冬眠する。
accommodation,
宿泊施設、
accommodation,
宿泊施設、
accommodation.
宿泊施設。
A place where people can stay or live, such as a hotel or house. A place where people can stay or live, such as a hotel or house. We booked our accommodation near the beach. We booked our accommodation near the beach.
海辺近くの宿を予約した。
hygiene,
衛生、
hygiene,
衛生、
hygiene.
衛生。
Practices that maintain health and prevent disease. Practices that maintain health and prevent disease. Good hygiene helps prevent the spread of germs. Good hygiene helps prevent the spread of germs.
衛生を保つことは、菌の拡散を防ぐのに役立ちます。
Organism.
生物。
Organism.
生物。
Organism.
生物。
A living thing, such as a plant, animal, or microbe. A living thing, such as a plant, animal, or microbe. A tiny organism lives in the pond. A tiny organism lives in the pond.
小さな生物が池に住んでいる。
Squash.
かぼちゃ。
Squash.
かぼちゃ。
Squash.
かぼちゃ。
A large round vegetable with hard skin and soft orange flesh. A large round vegetable with hard skin and soft orange flesh. I roasted some squash for dinner. I roasted some squash for dinner.
夕食にかぼちゃを焼いた。
Calculate.
計算する。
Calculate.
計算する。
Calculate.
計算する。
To determine a number or amount by using mathematical methods. To determine a number or amount by using mathematical methods. I need to calculate the total cost. I need to calculate the total cost.
合計金額を計算する必要があります。
Devour.
むさぼり食う。
Devour.
むさぼり食う。
Devour.
むさぼり食う。
To eat something hungrily or quickly. To eat something hungrily or quickly. The hungry children devour their pizza quickly. The hungry children devour their pizza quickly.
空腹の子供たちは、ピザをあっという間に平らげた。
Sack.
袋。
Sack.
袋。
Sack.
袋。
A large bag made of sturdy material. A large bag made of sturdy material. He filled the sack with potatoes. He filled the sack with potatoes.
彼は袋にじゃがいもを詰めた。
Induce.
誘発する。
Induce.
誘発する。
Induce.
誘発する。
To cause or bring about something, especially a reaction or condition. To cause or bring about something, especially a reaction or condition. Bright lights can induce headaches. Bright lights can induce headaches.
明るい光は頭痛を引き起こすことがある。
Bureaucracy.
官僚制。
Bureaucracy.
官僚制。
Bureaucracy.
官僚制。
A system of government or management by officials following strict rules. A system of government or management by officials following strict rules. Dealing with bureaucracy can be frustrating. Dealing with bureaucracy can be frustrating.
官僚主義に対処するのは、イライラすることがある。
Erupt.
噴出する。
Erupt.
噴出する。
Erupt.
噴出する。
To burst or shoot out suddenly, especially lava, ash, or gas. To burst or shoot out suddenly, especially lava, ash, or gas. The volcano erupted early this morning. The volcano erupted early this morning.
今朝早く、火山が噴火した。
Congestion.
渋滞。
Congestion.
渋滞。
Congestion.
渋滞。
A state of excessive crowding or blockage, especially in traffic. A state of excessive crowding or blockage, especially in traffic. The traffic congestion delayed our arrival. The traffic congestion delayed our arrival.
渋滞のせいで到着が遅れた。
Multiply.
かける。
Multiply.
かける。
Multiply.
かける。
To combine numbers by adding 1 to itself a specified number of times. To combine numbers by adding 1 to itself a specified number of times. If you multiply 5 by 2, you get 10. If you multiply 5 by 2, you get 10.
5に2をかけると、10になる。
Peg.
杭。
Peg.
杭。
Peg.
杭。
A small pin or nail used to fasten or hang things. A small pin or nail used to fasten or hang things. Please peg the clothes on the line. Please peg the clothes on the line.
洗濯物を物干し地に干してください。
Fertilize.
施肥する。
Fertilize.
施肥する。
Fertilize.
施肥する。
To add nutrients to soil to help plants grow. To add nutrients to soil to help plants grow. Farmers fertilize the soil before planting crops. Farmers fertilize the soil before planting crops.
農家は作物を植える前に土に肥料を施します。
Swift.
速い、
Swift.
速い、
Swift.
速い。
Moving or able to move quickly, fast. Moving or able to move quickly, fast. The river flows swiftly after heavy rain. The river flows swiftly after heavy rain.
大雨の後、川の流れは速くなる。
Divine.
神聖な、
Divine.
神聖な、
Divine.
神聖な。
Relating to or like a god, holy. Relating to or like a god, holy. The ancient temple had a divine presence. The ancient temple had a divine presence.
その古寺には神聖な気配が漂っていた。
Serve.
提供する、
Serve.
提供する、
Serve.
提供する。
To provide or supply something to someone. To provide or supply something to someone. The waiter will serve breakfast at 8. The waiter will serve breakfast at 8.
ウェイターは8時に朝食を提供します。
Pneumonia.
肺炎、
Pneumonia.
肺炎、
Pneumonia.
肺炎。
A lung infection causing inflammation of the air sacs. A lung infection causing inflammation of the air sacs. The doctor diagnosed him with pneumonia. The doctor diagnosed him with pneumonia.
医者は彼を肺炎と診断した。